I'm going to show you guys a program that will allow you to remap your mouse buttons so that you can be able to use your right click, your scroll wheel, and your middle mouse button in the Gameloop emulator, because right now it's still not able to detect and use the right click or the middle mouse button or the scroll wheels for me in the Gameloop emulator's key mapper. All right, so the name of this program is X mouse button control. I'll leave a link in the description so you guys can go to the site yourself and download X mouse button control. You can download the portable version if you don't want to install it to your system. For me, I want to install it to my system, so I'm going to save it on the desktop and I'm going to go through the installer. Going to hit next, agree. Click this if you want to install it in a different location on your computer. For me, I'm going to hit next. We're going to run X mouse button control, exit out of the browser. By default, it shows up in the system tray. That's what the icon looks like. You have to double click to open it. From here, you click on add. You have to add the Gameloop emulator into X mouse button control. So you can set up the keybinds for Gameloop only. It won't work in any other app than Gameloop since it's been selected. So these keybinds will be for Gameloop only. There's left and right click, scroll up, scroll down, and my middle mouse button. Now, if you do not see Gameloop emulator in the list, this is the quickest way I would do it. I would right click in the taskbar, go to task manager, and wait for Gameloop to show up here. Don't look for Gameloop down here. Look for Gameloop at the top, right click, open file location. Remember the name that's highlighted. It's Android Emulator EN. This is my version of Gameloop. This is the name for my version. For your version, it might be a different name. So right now I'm going to copy this location. Okay, copy from the address bar. I'm going to click add again, and we're going to click the three dots. Now, yours by default might show up like this. So just go in the address bar and paste the new address you copied, hit enter. It'll take you to Gameloop's installation location. Once again, my version of Gameloop shows up with this name. So what you would do is click it once, then open, and it should show on the list now. And then you click your Gameloop emulator and click OK to add it into X mouse button control. And that's how you do it that way if you cannot find it in the list. So what I'm going to do for the right mouse button, because I want to use that to aim, we're going to click the drop down arrow, simulated keys. On my keyboard, I'm going to use P because I'm not using P. And also where it shows how to send the simulated keystrokes, you want to make sure that this is set to 3. So it says during, press on down, release on up. So you can either use it as a press or you can use it as a hold. So when you're aiming, you can actually hold down the aim button. If you leave it on 1, it's just going to be a press, and you want it as a hold. So this can be read as a press or a hold. So we click OK. Middle mouse button, I want to use that as melee. So I'm going to go down to simulated keys and type V on the keyboard. That's what I want to use as my melee. Scroll up and down. I'm not using 8 or 9 on the keyboard. So for scroll up, I'm going to click the drop down, go to simulated keys. I want that to be my 9 key. Scroll down. I want that to be my 8 key. Okay. So just remember on the drop down, you click simulated keys so that you can map your mouse keys to keyboard keys. After you have all your keys selected that you have remapped, click apply, then click close. It'll stay running in the system tray. Keep in mind that if you want these keys to stay working in your Gameloop emulator, make sure you run X mouse button control and the Gameloop emulator. And your keybinds will work. Once you map your keybinds, you'll never have to do it again. It'll be mapped this way forever, unless you want to rebind them to something else. So just remember to launch this before Gameloop, or you can launch it after Gameloop. As long as this is running in the background, your mouse keys that have been remapped will work inside of Gameloop. So I'm gonna launch a map in practice mode, and let's just choose whatever. I'm gonna also open up my settings and go here to the custom layout to make sure that the keys are mapped right. So for here, I'm gonna click on the right mouse button and it should register as P, and it did. The middle mouse button I mapped to V. Scroll up, I mapped to 9, and scroll down, I mapped to 8. So I want those two on the scroll wheel to swap between my weapons. This is for aiming. With the way I have it, it's set up as hold to aim in the COD mobile settings. And that's it. So if I exit and I try to aim, it works. And this will work on every single map you play on. There won't be any issues, no hiccups at all. If I scroll up, it swapped to my melee, and if I scroll down, there we go. Whether you keep pushing the 8 key, it'll swap through your weapons. And if you push scroll up, which is number 9, it'll swap through your weapons. You only need 1 key, but it's good to have 8 and 9 on the scroll up and scroll down, just to let you know that both keys work. I can't melee because I need to have a person in front of me for melee to work, but aiming does work. So that's pretty much it. Hope this helped you guys out. I know the video was long, but I wanted to be as detailed as possible. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. I hope it helped you guys out. So yeah, leave a like on the video. I'll see you guys later on with some more upcoming videos. Till then, you guys take care. See you later. I'm out. Peace.